Hey guys, Ultraman52 here. Welcome to part 5 of my import game collection video overview thing, whatever the hell you want to call this. So, today we're going to start with the first 5, and then next part we'll go into the next 5. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, welcome back. So, first game we have here, and I want to say this is mostly Gundam stuff. I'm put that out there right now, mostly Gundam stuff, so yeah. But first game that we have here is, in fact, not a Japanese game, it's actually the UK release of a game. We have Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn. Now, some of you may be asking, why do I have the UK release of this game? Well, the main reason is because, for whatever reason why, it's most likely a stupid reason considering the fact that it's Sony, they only put Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn here in the States digitally. So you can only download it digitally here in the States, while in UK and Japan, they released it on a physical disc. Of course, me, like my physical media, I bought a physical copy off Amazon. Sadly, this game is pretty pricey still. I think it's about like 40-50 bucks still, which is a little bit expensive to be honest for a PS3 game. But still, very cool. Very nice cover art of the Unicorn Gundam in Destroy mode. We have the new Gundam right there, as well as I believe that is the Strike Gundam, or that might be the Ale Strike right there, along with the crap ton of mobile suits around it with the logo and all that. Check that out right there. Other unfortunate part about this game is that it's very repetitive. Pretty much just a one-button masher. While you move around the map, just fighting the same fight a majority of the exact same enemies. So it's unfortunately a very repetitive game, but still pretty enjoyable if you actually are a fan of the Dynasty Warrior Gundam series. So, pretty cool. And this does have I lied. It does have a full color manual, which is great, because I love me some full color manuals. But yeah, eventually at some point I would like to actually get the Japanese version, because I do actually have one game in my collection that is the Japanese version of one of the Dynasty Warrior Gundam games. And I'll show that off in, well, probably at the end of the video. So next game, guys, this one is not a Gundam game. It's a game developed by, from what I know, Capcom. We have a game here called EX Troopers. From what I played, a very small bit of this game, not a whole lot, but a small bit. It's a third-person shooter developed by Capcom. I couldn't really follow the story because Japanese, but I do like the weird alien monster things, so they do look really, really cool. And I also really like the graphics for this game, or just the art style in general. It is very much so kind of like almost comic book style graphics, or almost kind of like, maybe even like cell shaded, I want to say too. Cell shaded graphics. I have the tongue twister right there, sorry. But the art style, like I said, really reminds me of games like Beautiful Joe or No More Heroes. It's just a very, very bright, colorful art style, and I think that's what really makes the game pretty damn fun from what I played. Got this at a video game trade day event. I think I got it for, I forgot how much I even got it for. I think I got it for like free. I have no idea, to be honest. But still, very cool. From what I have looked up on this game, it's fairly cheap. You can get it pretty much anywhere. I think at most you're looking at probably like at most 15 bucks, but still pretty damn good price for that. So I would definitely recommend checking this game out. It's pretty fun, very straightforward. Although if you want to understand the story, I would say just look up a synopsis of the game to figure out like what the hell is going on and who are all the characters. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on. Alright guys, so I'm about to show off these two together because they kind of go hand in hand. First off, we have Gundam Breaker. Yeah, this is the first ever Gundam game where you could literally kit bash your own Gundam. Yeah, this was kind of a game that I think a lot of people really, really wanted because, again, you could make your own Gundam. And it apparently did so well that it got Gundam Breaker 2. Yeah, I have played only a little bit of both of these together. Nowhere near as much as the third game, Gundam Breaker 3. I have played the shit out of that game because there's way more customization in that one. And I played a small bit of new Gundam Breaker on PS4. It's pretty bad, to be honest. Like, they essentially took a game series that's Gundam Breaker that was so hyped up and wanted people to come to the US, and they just butchered it for the fourth game. Honestly, I would say just try and find, the Singapore release of the third game, and that's all you really need. But still, two very awesome games. Thankfully, both these are fairly cheap. The first game is about 10 to 12 bucks really at most. Second game, for some reason, why is like anywhere from between like 15 to at most 25, which I even think the 25 is a lot of money for an older PS3 game. But still, two very awesome games. Very nice, very easy to understand gameplay. It might be a little bit confusing on what certain abilities and what certain menus do because Japanese, obviously. So you might have to look up some translations for those or whatever, or just use the Google Translate app or whatever, which translates it pretty much into English, but it's better than nothing. But let's get on now to the final game. Okay, so the very last game that we have here for this part, guys, it's a game I already own the English version of, but this game I got from, I think, my friend Neil. I forget if he gave this game to me for free or I bought it off him. I think I might have bought it off him, to be honest. Or I have no idea. I don't remember, to be honest. But it is Gundam Musou 2, or you might know this more commonly as the English release of Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2. Yeah, this is the Japanese version of that game. Virtually no difference between this game and the Japanese one, just besides the Japanese text, obviously. This, of course, is the best cover. This is not the original cover. This is the PlayStation 3 software best selling. Yeah, that's English right there. Yeah, this is basically kind of a way like, I guess like the PS3's greatest hits for Japan, at least. I don't know how their greatest hits even do, but I would predict that this is basically just their greatest hits type stuff. But yes, pretty cool right there. You can see it right there. There are, of course, Japanese versions of all the games of Dynasty Warrior Gundam 1, 3, and Reborn. I will eventually, at some point, track those down. They shouldn't be very expensive at all, considering the fact that the Japanese versions are a lot more easier to find. Are pretty much super cheap by now, I'd say. But still, really cool. It is complete. So, yeah, there's a better picture of the front cover right there with the Psycho Gundam right there. Still need to build my high grade of the Psycho, but I will eventually. Hopefully by the time this quarantine crap ends, I can get my Psycho done. But guys, that is it. That is all for part 5 of my Japanese, or my import game collection overview video. Again, whatever the hell you want to call this. But yes, hopefully all you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for part 6 where we'll take a look at the next 5 games. That one's going to be a little bit more diverse. Going to have some Kamen Rider, going to have some Gundam, going to have some Super Robot Wars in there too. So yeah, hopefully all you guys enjoyed. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below on what you thought of all the games I showed off. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you're a new or returning subscriber, please hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a video or even go live on YouTube. So again, hopefully all you guys enjoyed, and sayonara.